Hello folks. The one biggest complaint around Starfield is its loading screens. I think that is true, and I myself encountered some loading screens while playing. However, I am curious about just how many and how frequent they would be in a typical game loop. So I am doing an experimental recording to gather some numbers. I will post some statistics at the end of this video. Okay, my character died here. I accidentally let her step on a landmine, and it blew her to death. So the game will load a previous save now. It will take some time. Okay, here is what I would call an inside-outside transition loading. It is objectively shorter than the game's save loading and interstellar traveling loading.
How many
However,
times do I
whether
have
this
to
is
say it?
tolerable is still up to your personal
I said
taste.
I don't want to go! Leave me alone!
So now, calm down and listen to me. It's much too dangerous to stay here all by yourself, darling.
I don't care. This is my home. You can't make me leave.
We can't leave her here. It's not safe. Oh, I don't know what to do. I know. I'm not proposing we not... Look. Maybe you can talk some...
I can hear you talking about me. And I don't care what either of you say. I'm not going anywhere.
Look, I'm clearly out of my element here and not in the right state of mind. Could you just talk to her, please?
Why won't Sarah listen to me? Mom told me 1,000 times that it wasn't Sarah's fault that we're... Well, that still doesn't mean I should leave the only home I... Mom and Dad told me there was a whole universe out there. That does sound pretty cool, but, well, it's also kind of... Mom told me there were really bad people out there, but leaving Mom and Dad behind... Hey, yeah, maybe I could get a cool ship just like yours. I'm sorry I yelled at everybody. I know. I'm going to go get my stuff and then I'll board your ship. Don't worry, I'll stay.
That poor girl. I hope we've made the right decision. Nonsense. We're in this together. We're ripping Sona from the only home she's ever known and casting her back into... Wherever she ends up, just promise me we'll check on her from time to time. Please. No, we're not. But that doesn't mean it would make me feel better knowing. Thank you. Look, before we leave Cassiopeia behind, I wanted to say one more thing to you. I promise it won't take long.
Don't worry. I'll be on your ship when it's time to leave.
Look, before we head back to the ship, I wanted... You had to push me to come out here, and if I hadn't have listened to you, the universe would probably have never known about that little girl. Oh, yes. Absolutely. And it's all thanks to you. You know, this is the second time I've been on this world. And until this very moment... Oh, look at this place. Shedding this burden of my past. Still giving lessons to the teacher, eh? Some mentor I've turned out to be. Well, I suppose it's time to bid goodbye. Now, let's head back to Jemison. I want to give those genes... Hell of a city, isn't it? There's nowhere else like it in the galaxy.
You will be scanned as you enter the city. Please keep moving. Okay. No bounty. You're clear. Enjoy your business.
By the way, Captain, Sergeant Yumi was looking for you. Sounds like he's got more work.
Got something important to discuss?
Hello.
The loss of... life. The damage to the spaceport. The costs of this attack are greater than I think we realize. Welcome back. Did you find your answers?
Not only that, but we found someone there, alive. A child, after her parents died. That poor girl spent years.
I'm sorry. I had... Sona. Is that her name?
She's extraordinary, Admiral. And I'm afraid.
You're absolutely right, Sarah. One thing that I can assure you is that the names of these men and women will...
Thank you, Admiral.
Good luck to both of you. It's been an honor.
Once we're done here, we should have a little talk with Sona. Poor thing's waiting for us at the lodge. Now that we're here, perhaps we could spend a bit of time relaxing rather than planning?
Yeah? Did you want to talk about something? There you are.
Hello, Sona. I see you found your way to the lodge without any trouble.
Yeah, it was kind of hard though. All these people around. Yeah, it was.
You're already one of the bravest. So, what do you think?
At the lodge? Yeah, this place is huge. I mean, I've never seen anything like it. You must be like a bazillionaire, Sarah.
Oh, don't. This place isn't mine alone, and I think it should belong to...
Whoa. Does that mean I get to go exploring with both?
Well, Auntie Sarah can't exactly afford that right now, but she can provide you with the best exploration training in the galaxy.
I understand. Oh, and don't worry, I learn real fast, so you better get ready to have it.
I can't wait.
Well, anyway, thanks for letting me stay.
I'm sure that you will. Well, I think if you wouldn't mind, I'd like to visit the Colony War Memorial now. I picked up something you might be interested in. Wasn't planning on taking a swim.
And here is the statistics as promised. It is not much, but it can represent what a certain type of player might experience in Starfield regarding loading screens. I categorized loading screens in this video into 3 types: interstellar travel, region travel, and in-outdoor travel. You can double-check the time points here if you want. And I did simple calculations of average loading time ratio, which is the time of each loading divided by the total time of this short gameplay. Then, just for fun, I used Python and Matplot library to plot a graph to visualize these data. Note that the x and y values are all standardized, meaning they are all ratios, thus ranging from 0 to 1. I just think this is a better way to visualize how much percent the loading screens would normally take. Again, I must say that how much loading screens affect you is for you to determine eventually. Thanks for watching. Oh, one last thing. I set the y-axis range to up to 1.0 because that way the y value at each platform in this function would be more meaningful. They are all ratio values that can only hold possible floating numbers from 0 to 1 after all. I will provide the code in the description and you can change the y-axis range yourself. Thanks again.